Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is your first time, I'm Christopher Evans. I'm a photographer and I founded Teleoculus. In this channel, I'm going to do the best I can to talk a little bit about myself and about Teleoculus. It's a video vlog, so I'm going to just let you all know what's really been going on, how it started, where we're going. I talked about some of what we started with previously in the last video, and right now I'm just going to continue that story. I started an organization in September, or more or less just like in 2021. It was called Legionnaire Industries. Legionnaire Industries was a non-profit charity where I would just give people money so that they could fulfill their artistic goals. These goals were competitions, to entrepreneurship, to artistry like painting and music. If something that they wanted required financial backing, then that's what my organization would do. So in 2021, on a random day while I was working with a friend of mine at work, he and I went on lunch break. We were just talking in the car, making our way down to the local mall, and I told him what my goal was. My goal was to help as many people as possible, right? Just like in my community and in my general vicinity. That usually included work and like my personal life, so family and friends. He wanted to be a musician. He wanted to be a rap artist. I knew a little bit about him before then. As his leadership, I got a chance to sit in his room and inspect the things around, and he had computers and he had monitors and he had cameras and he had music, like sheet music, he had a guitar and stuff like that. And he said, when I asked him, he said he wanted a computer so that he could do a bit more engineering over time. So I said, hey, let's do it. We went to the local store, which is located on Post, and we got him a computer. It was an iMac desktop. And at the time, top flight. It was top shelf. It was the best. He was thankful for it, and he's thankful for it today. Later in that year, I would attend one of his first performances, and I couldn't have been more proud. At the time, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know how to draw in more people, bring in more clients, use strategic marketing strategies, techniques and stuff like that. I just couldn't figure it out, which is good because I didn't have the wherewithal, the skills in order to manage and juggle or organize a multiplicity of clients at the time. It wasn't possible. I was just trying to be a good guy and help those around me, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Later, I had a friend who wanted to start a video game tournament. The video game tournament was, loosely organized, but it was a good project for my organization to reach larger community and groups. Unfortunately, because of the logistical inconsistencies, my company never really managed to take advantage of a project at that scale because, we were two organizations who had no clue what we were doing. Good intentions alone don't make a business, but the culmination of ideas, capital, execution, planning, all those things make for a good start for a business. So I was trying to do my best, but my business wasn't going to be a profitable endeavor because I just wasn't prepared. As charities go, though, Legionnaire Industries will go on and create a web page in November 2022 through the Wix platform. And after watching every YouTube video I could centered around being an entrepreneur, it should have really been obvious that I needed income to offset the financial burden, right? I needed more money and more capital so that I could actually inject it into the business and company and then invest it into people. It wasn't happening. I kept watching video after video on entrepreneurs and websites, and I just said, I'm just going to go for it. And I created a website, and it went live in 2022. The moment it went live, it got zero traffic whatsoever. The cost and for maintenance, the cost for upkeep for that website, it was ridiculous. It was silly. It didn't really do anything. It didn't help. It wasn't a vehicle to help clients see my other clients and read their testimonies. It didn't help bring in more work. It just costs a crazy amount of money. And that web page was live until 2025. No direction, no potential for scalability, no driving of potential investors, just a huge cash dump. I didn't understand at the time how to bring in those individuals or even attract any new clients. So Legionnaire Industries died on its feet. What I learned from it, right? Because there's lessons learned. I learned that it takes more than just watching a bunch of YouTube videos. It takes more than just a good idea. It takes more than just hope in order to create something. But those things are all very much valuable. Just throwing money at random products and a multiplicity of organizations so that creating those platforms and our opportunities is ridiculous. Those things are great. Wix is great. Having a website is great. But if you don't know how to run a business, then what's the point? With that being said, thank you again, really, for joining me on this journey. Please leave a comment below and ask a question about the channel or maybe some of the projects that are going on in Teleoculus right now. Press the like if you enjoyed this content and subscribe for personalized content.